Now that fall is finally here, most of us cannot wait to break out the leggings, the jeggings, and jeans and admit it. You want to look fashionable walking in and out of the room. Dr. Bill Johnson of Innovations Medical is back with cosmetic ways to shape up your backside. Good to see you.
Good morning.
So what would you say exactly goes into making our behind look more shapely in all of those fall fashions?
Well, especially for television, we can look at it from both directions. We need to look at it from the back, and having a small waist and wider hips are really the shape, even what I outlined there. It's kind of the classic women's shape. So you want that smaller waist, wider hips look.
Okay.
We've also gotten, especially popular today, is significant projection. It
from
sticks out from the, when you look at it from the side, it sticks out and it's nice and round. So those are really the things we think about for what makes a shapely bottom.
Okay, so what would you do to get someone from their current shape to that improved backside?
Well, if we're going to talk about from the front to back look first, the best thing for that is liposuction of the love handles, because we can go from a more narrow, a wider waist to a more narrow shapely shape.
Yeah.
And when you look at this from the front or from the back, it really makes a difference on how you look. And here's another before and after, and you can see, you know, this is a much more shapely, attractive look than she was before, even though she wasn't overweight. So liposuction is really the first thing we think about when we're looking at the front to back.
Okay, well, a picture says 1,000 words. Let's walk over here because you have some great visuals to really help us better understand what you can do to help reshape the backside. So what do we have here?
So what we're talking about now is how it would look from the side, and we've got some three-dimensional castings, and this would be kind of our ideal, Carrie.
Right here?
With some nice projection from the back and a very rounded buttock. So when we do the love handles and get the narrow waist, we can take the fat and put it into the buttocks to get to this shape.
Okay, we're looking at some different shapes and sizes. What do these represent?
Well, this is one of the more common shapes we see, where we have a real flat with some sagging. This is very common shape. And another common shape we see quite a bit, actually, is a real prominent upper pole. We call this a cliff butt, where you've got, well, it's just real descriptive because you've got this real prominent upper pole, and then you go very flat, and you have no volume down below. Right. So we've got both of these folks that we deal with commonly.
Okay, so what needs to be done to address these shapes to get it more aligned with this shape?
Well, when we want to get to there, on this one's usually just doing the fat transfer. We can usually do a real good job on this with fat transfer. And sometimes if it's just a little saggy, they may want to do a little thermage and just lift it if they don't want more volume or projection.
That makes sense.
On this one's a little tougher. We often have to put fat in here a couple of times, and then occasionally we'll even want to do a little lipo on this upper part of the buttock to trim some of this top ridge, if you would, and then move the fat down below, because both of these can get to that shape the majority of the time.
And what's so great about it is women can really get a 2-for-1. I mean, you're doing the liposuction to reduce that waistline.
That's one of the most fun things about doing fat transfer is you're doing the liposuction, so you get the area that you're lipoing that is improved, and then you get to take the fat and do something helpful with it and put it somewhere where you get an additional cosmetic advantage. So it's a real nice 2-for-1.
Absolutely, and this is the final result. So you have a great special for our viewers this morning.
For October, we're doing buy your first liposuction area, and we're giving you the second one free, except for the back. So it's a real big special.
It's a great deal. Thanks so much. It's always good to see you. Hey, you can learn so much more online at innovationsmedical.com, and you can also see more detailed segments on Dr. J Off Air on the website or YouTube. So here's what you have to do. Call 214-420-7970 to set up that free consultation, and we will be right back.